What role did orcs play in Taur-nu-Fuin? Have you ever wondered how orcs influenced the dark history of Taur-nu-Fuin? This region, once known as Dorthonion, was a beautiful land filled with pine forests in northern Beleriand. However, its fate changed dramatically. After being corrupted by evil forces, it became known as Taur-nu-Fuin, which translates to forest under night in Sindarin, the language of the Elves. This name change reflects the land's transformation into a place of shadow and danger. Orcs were central to this transformation. As servants of Morgoth, the original Dark Lord, they invaded and occupied Taur-nu-Fuin. Their presence turned the once serene forests into a terrifying environment. The orcs hunted and killed many of the original inhabitants, including elves and men who lived there before the land fell into darkness. Within Taur-nu-Fuin, orcs acted as both soldiers and sources of fear. They patrolled the woods, ambushing travelers and making the area unsafe for anyone who dared to enter. Their actions helped Morgoth maintain control over the region, thwarting any attempts by the free peoples to reclaim or purify the forest. From the perspective of the larger story in The Lord of the Rings, Taur-nu-Fuin serves as an early example of how evil forces, particularly orcs, could corrupt and dominate natural environments. The fate of Taur-nu-Fuin foreshadows what would later happen to other forests, like Mirkwood, under Sauron's influence. The presence of orcs in Taur-nu-Fuin was not merely a military occupation. It symbolized the land's loss of innocence and its shift into a realm of darkness. Understanding the role of orcs in Taur-nu-Fuin reveals how Tolkien used geography to reflect moral and spiritual decay. The story of Taur-nu-Fuin shows that forests and other natural places in Middle-earth are not just backdrops but active participants in the struggle between good and evil. Orcs, as the primary agents of this corruption, are essential to the narrative and thematic development of the region. Terms like Taur-nu-Fuin and Dorthonion refer to the same place at different points in its history, with the former marking its corrupted state. Morgoth's influence shaped much of the early history of Middle-earth, and the orcs were his main instruments in this dark transformation. Orcs in Taur-nu-Fuin were the driving force behind its change from a peaceful forest to a haunted and dangerous land. Their actions turned the region into a stronghold of evil, posing a constant threat to the free peoples. This dynamic between orcs and the land itself is key to understanding the geography and history of Middle-earth.